the boss of the big board, JB the Ticket.
More fire, more heat.
Vegas scoreboard. Turn that shit up.
That's right, Las Vegas and all my sports bettors around the world. Time to grab that bankroll, hit the window, or hit online and beat that line. Rocking with the boss of the big board, JB the Ticket, live from the BSX Digital Studios here in Las Vegas. I'm your host and boss of the big board, JB the Ticket. Vegas Scoreboard Express, this NFL 2021-22 season is upon us. Preseason is here, and it's time to make some money. And he's been with us for a while, sending us all of his comrades, lieutenants, and capos to the big board. Like to welcome him in, sports book veteran, pro handicapper, and CEO of the East Coast Sports Investors, my main man Jeffrey Dawson in the building. You can follow him over on Twitter at EastCoastSportsInvestors. Jeffrey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, JB. How about yourself?
I am so glad to have you here. Welcoming you back this NFL season. You can get over to EastCoastSportsInvestors.com. Jeff has been doing a great job last 7 years, really building that up, preparing for the legalization of sports betting, and being the leader and number one name on Google. So before we get into this NFL season, since this is your first time on the big board, Jeff, go ahead and start telling the fans a little bit about the East Coast Sports Investors, how you can help them put cash in their pocket, and most importantly, how you're going to keep the dogs barking for them this NFL season. Go ahead.
Well, JB, tough to follow that lead in. Much appreciated. As you said, we're in our seventh season, the number one ranked sports investors on the first page of Google. We've been here with that legalization time, knowing that not sooner than later that they would become legalized in each state. What we do is we're your sports broker. We follow over 50 sports books around the world daily, 24/7, 365. We follow every move, every alert, every injury, weather alerts.
That's very important. And again, you can go check him out on Twitter at the East Coast Sports Investors, EC Sports Invest on Twitter. Now, also want to give a shout out to my main guy, Scotty, Beam Him Up Webb from MLBDaily.com. He's a big time affiliate also with the East Coast Sports Investors. So again, I know you guys have been building the technology. Tell me a little bit more about this morning sports betting show. I love it. Got a lot of financials. Sports bettors need to know about this industry now that it's legal. Tell us a little bit about that breakfast bankroll.
What we like to do is take a snapshot overnight of the quote-unquote opening numbers, and then what we do is when we wake up in the morning and you're still sleeping, we take a look where those numbers moved compared to the opening and the sharp guys that have actually now been able to place their wagers before it's released to the public. So myself and Scotty like to come on early and talk about what has happened with the opening number and where the number is as it's being released to the public. And then as the day progresses, you know, the public and the carrot, do they follow the cheese or do they stick to someone like us? And we give you that sharper angle to hopefully lead you to win, grin, and profit.
That's what I'm talking about. Again, you're rocking with the boss of the big board, JB the Ticket, and my main man, Jeff Dawson, East Coast Sports Investors. And without further ado, let's get into it. Big time plays coming down this year. As you know, the Philadelphia Eagles, you've got the Jalen Hurts era beginning. Now, can the Eagles improve that offense enough to get back to playoff form? That's the first question I have for you, Jeff, because I know you're up in Boston. We're going to talk a little bit about the Patriots. But right now, the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that realistically in the NFC, they should have been a team that would have been a much more competitive. Still, a lot of Eagles fans out there want to know, where do you think they're going to be coming in this year? Because, again, the Philadelphia Eagles, new quarterback, new system, plus 550. You think that's a possibility for these guys? Go ahead.
You know, well, first and foremost, Aaron Rodgers has reported there was talks that there was potentially going to be a trade with Philly. and Aaron Rodgers to bring him over.
Some breaking news.
And they also are hot and heavy for Deshaun Watson, and that didn't get done. So it's Jalen's job. Okay? So with that being said, the offensive line is the key there. And I think, personally, with his style, it adds a lot to them moving the chains, as you would like to say. And I like that spot at plus 500. I mean, the market's been set there with the Cowboys, plus 115, and then Washington, who won the East last year, plus 250. Your actual value in this division is with the Eagles plus the 500. I'd be more willing, to have a book or a casino hold my money for 6 months till we decide who wins the East on a plus 500 ticket than jumping on the favorite, the Cowboys, at plus 115, or Washington at plus 250. So, yes, I definitely see some value there, JB.
This football season, stay in the game with Fubo TV. Over 100 live channels, including NFL Network, NBA TV, and FS1. Don't miss any of the action. Get 7 days free on us at VegasScoreboardExpress.com. Don't get cabled. Get Fubo TV.
You are out in the Boston metro area. We're talking today about the AFC East. New York Jets picking up Zach Wilson, if I'm not mistaken, at the quarterback spot, plus 2,500. We talk about the big dogs in the NFL this year, winning a division that right now is a very soft division. And I know that Robert Saleh, the brand new head coach in the New York Jets, and also want to give a rest in peace shout out to the Jets coach that was unfortunately lost his life in that biking accident. New York Jets 2,500 plus 2,500. Is there any way they even come close to winning this division? In my opinion, I think it could be a valuable bet. I think 7-8 wins maybe wins this division to get you a wild card in the AFC. Go ahead.
I would love to say yes. I just have a hard time to actually see that in regards to, Zach Wilson, new head coach, new offensive coordinator. I'm a fan, and I love big dogs. You know that. And just the way the division is set up with, the Bills, who were, 1 game away from the Super Bowl, the Dolphins, Flores has done an amazing job. And they're building, and they got the wild card in the whole AFC, which we'll talk about later. And then the Patriots, I'm telling you firsthand, the locker room is not happy what they're seeing with Cam. They're pinning it on Bill to say, hey, Bill, the kid could be ready sooner than later. So, JB, it's a great, great number. What we like to say here at East Coast Sports Investors, if you're willing to put some pizza and bear money on it, hey, you got a stake in the claim, and it's any given Sunday. So, hey, for plus 2,500, some pizza and bear money, why not?
Why not do it? New York Jets plus 2,500. Let's jump into your hometown. New England Patriots up in Foxborough. Cold-blooded what Tom Brady did to him last year, going down to the Sun, taking his talents to Tampa and winning the Super Bowl continually. Unbelievable talent, greatest of all time. This is a new season. You've got Cam Newton in the locker room. You got Stidham still waiting. There was even talk of maybe bringing back a now banged-up Jimmy Garoppolo at plus 350. Is this a team where you think you could maybe put a little bit of cash on and put some money in your pocket? I don't think so. I'm telling you, fade the New England Patriots. Might be good for a 1-2-time dog win during the season, but long ahead for the AFC East, winning that division. Do you think there's any chance for your hometown guys? Go ahead.
I'm saying no, but with COVID, they got a lot of guys returning on the defensive end. They went and spent money on a couple wide receivers. Kendrick Bourne was one of them. They got, I'm drawing a brain cramp here. Aguilar came over, and they got the 2 big tight ends, Henry and Jonnu Smith, that come over. So the offense is now set. What the best case scenario is that week 4, Tom and the Bucs come to New England, and Bill does not want to put the kid Mac Jones out there for that game. So the way this season set up is the first 4 weeks are for Cam, and the rest of the season for Mac Jones, unless Mac Jones just blows it away in preseason. So that plus 350 for us,
Doesn't sound like a winner, man. I'm telling you, keep your money in your pocket. East Coast Sports Investors, all about winning. As you can tell you, Jeff, he didn't want to dig on his local team because he's got to be out there. But look, I'm here in Vegas. You guys, ticket blow-ups. I'm telling you right now, plus 350, stay off of the New England Patriots. Interesting other team, though, down in South Florida, the other South Florida team, the Miami Dolphins, plus 310. Got Tua. Wish you would have Herbert. Fitzmagic, he's floating around somewhere, putting it all on Tua's back. Can he get him the 9 wins that will it take to win this division? Can he do it?
Yes, and that's a firm yes. And you saw the Tua coming off hip surgery with like 6 games, and you know, then Fitzmagic back in, out. Flores is all about defense. That defense has gotten stronger as the years progressed. I think Tua is going to show them, listen, he's healthy. He's ready to go. I love them. I think, you know, I'm even seeing some plus 350s, 375s. I'm all in here on Miami and Tua this year to win the East.
That's what I'm talking about. AFC East, Miami Dolphins, plus 310. Rounding it out, Buffalo Bills, runner-ups last year in the AFC overall, minus 150. Do you think this is a regression year for Allen? He's come in, he's been great, he's been playing, but last year in the playoffs, absolute mollywop, lost money for me, costed us bread. Don't want to do that again this year. Minus 150 to actually put money on them. Do you think the Buffalo Bills are a viable option right now? Go ahead.
Their chalk, Allen has progressed every year. Him and Diggs were just phenomenal last year. You know, split back with Singletary and Moss. Defense is great, and it's a tough place to go in and play and beat them at their home stadium. Do I think they're going to be a threat? Of course I do. I'd be foolish to say that they wouldn't, but I'm not going to lay the 155 on them. The market's been set there. Let the teachers go and eat the chalk because ECSI is not on the chalk.
Any other prop bets you want to throw out there for the bettors? And again, you can go to VegasScoreboardExpress.com, click that live view wager link, use offer code VSX. I'm giving you an 80% bonus on that initial deposit.
Just anyone listening and following us, just check us out on Twitter at EC Sports Invest. And just turn on your notifications. We go live there once, twice, sometimes 3 times a day, always with information. If you want entertainment, you can just go watch ESPN or Fox. We're the educators, not the entertainers. And JB, blessed and honored to be here. Can't wait for the season and excited here at ECSI.
You already know what to do, guys. Get that money.
You're listening to the boss of the big ball. JP the Ticket.
More fire, more heat.
Vegas Scoreboard Express. Giving you that grease.
I'm stuck in a jam and need cash right away. Don't worry. Go money line with MoneyGram. With MoneyGram, money transfers are easy, reliable, and fast. No fee if you send cash online. So don't let your fam be broke this season. Go money line with MoneyGram.